Adam asked me if I was in or out on Justin Thomas. And I said I was out because he tries to do too much. He tries to hit fancy shots. He wants to be, when he retires, you know how they just put out a Tiger steering compilation on 18 Sawgrass? He wants a compilation about himself. I want that Justin Thomas steering compilation at Sawgrass. And what did we see, Adam?
He comes to the 8th hole. The other great thing about Saw from a boots perspective is it gives you so many holes to see if guys are striping or not.
Yeah.
Because you have to stripe on every hole.
Yep.
So it makes it easy because most holes you walk up to, you're like, oh, let's see how he plays this shot. Some courses you go to, it's like, I don't need to see you play this hole because there's nothing that can happen that would like have any impact on how I think you can play this week. And ultimately, we always talk about is like, we're looking for guys who just aren't striping, especially at a place like TPC Saw, because you need to be striping at TPC Saw to play well. I'd rather see you striping than not striping at the end of the day. And so we get to 8, par 3. Long par 3. But in these conditions, a long iron. Shot. We saw multiple people hit long irons. Max comes to the tee with a wood out, and we're like, that's fair because this Corn Ferry.
Yeah.
And he hits a terrible shot.
No surprise. It's fine. Yeah, Max, all good. He's trying to find it.
Yeah, we want Max to succeed.
Yeah.
We don't like that this is happening. But yeah, Max doesn't stripe. Bud Cauley, a generational striper.
Bud Cauley.
He steps up with a long iron, plants it right in the middle of the green. In the group before, we had seen 3 straight guys stripe it for like 10 feet. Ben Coles and Denny's second ball. Denny's first one was not striped. But and then the group before
with irons was what we're saying.
Yeah, with irons. Yeah. All these guys hitting irons. What do we see JT pull out of the bag?
JT pulls out a hybrid or a 5 wood, maybe.
I think it was a wood, maybe a 7 wood.
Yeah, a 7 or a 5, 7 or a 5 wood, and he tries to feather a soft cut to hit the perfect shot that lands 5 feet from the pin for no reason. When he could just hit look at Justin Thomas's approach numbers right now. No one's hitting the ball better than him, but he has to hit this fancy perfect shot, which has been my take with Justin Thomas for so long, and he tries to do it. Adam's like, he's going to pull this. Pulls it into the trees. That's no better than a bogey or maybe even a double in the round. Just because
it could be double for sure.
He wanted to try it.
And you can't make doubles this week. There's sometimes at Saw where you can make some doubles. Maybe over the weekend if it gets much harder. But you can't, just don't do dumb stuff. And yeah, he pulls out the wood. We're like, the fuck's he doing? He starts rehearsing his cut swing. And I turned to you because I watched JT a ton on the featured groups this week. And I said, he's going to pull it.
Yep.
He's been trying to do shit like this and it's going to go left. Dead left. Not even close. Not even in the realm of the green. And then what does he do? He grabs his iron out and he plants 1 to 10 feet. If he just did the normal shots on every hole, he can compete with Scotty. Easily.
Yes.
Easily.
And the reason that we're so mad about this is because we know that he's not going to do that. It took him starting 4 over through 4 last week to hit normal shots. And from betting Justin Thomas so much, I know, and I've said this for a while. He gets out of it, and then in round 4, he used to backdoor so many top 10s because he would just go scorched earth mode and just hit normal shots. He wants to hit those highlight shots. He wants to hit those perfect shots that look so cool when he performs them. And he's one of 5 guys in the world who can pull them off. But over 72 holes, there's no reason to just try to do that every single time. So that is why I just don't think we can get to Justin Thomas unless it really drifts to 35 plus.
And this is where we're in. Maybe I would consider the without market, but the reason we're being really harsh, and I feel like our reviews on more guys today were negative than positive, which is not always like that. But what we see, when you see it from Scotty, and we saw it last year, and we've seen it at other tournaments, we've seen times where it's not like that from Scotty. It's Scotty could go the whole tournament without making a single mistake. Honestly, he legitimately could. JT
can't.
He unless something changes tomorrow, where he got bolt of lightning.
No, someone has to get on his bag. Someone else, you.
But I think Matt Minister is a good caddy. I think he gave up.
That's what you said.
And Bones is a legendary caddy.
Yep.
He kind of gave up.
It checks out. It all checks out.
So I will say, what is the current number? Because with all this being said, the reason we need guys who are actually capable of beating Scotty.
And Justin Thomas can beat Scotty if he has a normal mindset, which there's no reason for us to believe that he will. There's so much that goes into golf, guys. And I really don't think he's going to bring that to the table. I would be in probably at 35. That's what I said.
The best right now is
27.
Over at Bet Online, you can get a 30. The price has been drifting. It might keep going, especially. I mean, we never have ever done this person. We never would, but we're shitting on JT. That's probably not helping his odds, I would say, on the week. Who knows? So maybe there's some drift there on JT. But even then, like I'm probably.
Just don't do stupid things. He started the tournament.
He's gonna do like unless I don't know what there's. I can't.
Yeah.
If it was 35, like I have to just be out. I think I've always been out on JT.
Yeah, you can't chase it.
I can't see the exact same thing that he's doing now and see no like sign of improvement and go against Scotty.
I'm with you.
But yeah, it's frustrating. All this stuff is frustrating because it doesn't do us any good to not see any guys who are playing as good as Scotty.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what we want to see.
Yeah, we want everything.
I've always heard this. It's true about like investors. If you're like pitching an investor on something, the investor wants to believe in what you're talking about. Like they're looking for good stuff to happen.
Yeah,
they're in the business of good things happening. We want to see somebody generationally striping at like 50 to 1 or 30 to 1 who looks like they can beat Scotty. And right now, through at least the first day, it's hard for me to think of a single player who I trust. No,
right. I mean, if we see them, they'll be reported tomorrow, and they will be bet for sure, and hopefully beat Scotty. But as of now, it's tough to see. It really is.